NAMM 2025. I'm at the Balaguer booth.
Balaguer booth.
Balaguer.
Yes. See, we need the little clavinets, I think? Castanets.
Yeah, anyway, so you don't really do much Spanish music, generally speaking.
I do not.
But we just did.
We did.
You have some rather striking looking instruments.
Thank you.
Which ones would you like to show these beautiful people first?
So I think we have a couple of things in the booth that would do well. Number one is this one, which I know might be a little bright, maybe even modern.
I'm so glad you picked that one.
Excellent.
That's the one that I saw when I came over.
Excellent. Yeah, so this has the multi-scale Evertune, which is something that we worked with Evertune on the design for our guitar specifically. And
we can go forward, they can see it closer.
Yeah. And are offering in our select custom builds as of now. The plans are to do some sort of version of production run of these as well. So there will be the full custom version if you wanted to do that in the shop, or you could scoop up one from a run for a slightly lower price. And they're very cool. We're super excited about them. Of course, very orange, and in any other finish too.
May I?
You may.
Well, hello.
Yeah. For being a
like
7-string.
That stops you going too far.
Yes. I like the volute a lot. That's the kind of thing that I think you don't miss it until you don't have it.
Yeah.
And then when it's gone, you're like, that feels like I could fly off the end of the neck.
Also, when you're on stage and you're telling the backstory of the song you're about to play, that's a nice place to hold it.
It's true. It's like a standard position, operating position.
I dig it.
Thanks. Yeah, it's.
I knew there would be.
Oh, of course.
Very clicky.
Very clicky.
ASMR for you.
Now we're talking.
I dig that. Thanks, Jake.
No, you bet.
What else do you have for me?
So we've also got some other cool things. I'll swing more in the other direction. So this is a USA series. So we did a USA made. We did the Seraph body shape, which is one that you didn't have the privilege of seeing in Germany, but this is our jewel white. So it's like a Cadillac white, slightly pink, slightly cream.
It's like I just opened up a seashell and inside is this guitar.
Yeah, and it's 5-way, so you can get all your in-between positions in these. These are our Fissionbucker pickups, hip shot Ibby bridge, roasted flame maple everything, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this finish is nuts. It's like I hope it comes across as well as it does in person. It's kind of wild, and then flame maple everything.
Very tiny flecks of glitter, very small, tiny flecks of glitter.
Yeah, super cool guitar. And we did the 7-string version like this one, we did in a 27-inch scale, and the 6-string is 25.5-inch scale. Okay. So they're sort of, it's a 6-string built as a 6 and a 7-string built as a 7, because we didn't want to compromise on what that might be.
No, just make another string for it.
Exactly.
That'd be ridiculous. Who would do such a thing?
I'll show you at least one other cool thing, because I think you'll like this.
This is the one that I saw and went, oh my God.
Yeah, so this is a heritage build.
This is gorgeous.
So, yeah, thank you. So USA...
Oh, you just did that and the color just popped.
I know. USA made, custom finish by Joe Balaguer. This is our growler model. This one has a finish over finish, but it's reliced out where it's actually a flame maple finish, a flame maple top beneath the finish. Then there's a solid finish over it, and then sand it down. Yeah, it's really cool. And all the hardware's aged out. We wanted to do like a sort of vintage modern thing that we do, but in the other way. A lot of times people take the vintage guitars and spec them to be modern. We almost wanted you to look at this and think it was vintage, then pick it up. It has an Evertune bridge. It has Seymour Duncan 78s in it. You know, the neck is relict as well. The back of the guitar is relict. So it has a very soft, broken-in feel. I would encourage you to lay your hands upon it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a very soft feel, almost as if you've worn the finish off
yourself. There's a lot of
yourself.
guitar there, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of guitar.
Yeah, the growler shape is one of our larger shapes, so it definitely carries its weight this way.
I like that. As a larger fellow, I mean, what do you lot think? I think that looks pretty amazing on me.
I love it. I do think it's very much like the cream on red with the sunburst peeking through.
Oh yeah, I could stand in the mirror for hours with this.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Just like that Blue Oyster Cult song.
Do you know what growler means in Scotland?
I've
I'll
Yes.
tell you later. Okay,
Thank you.
do.
Thank you.
Just checking.
I believe I know from context.
It's been on my mind since you said the word growler. I had to just get it out of there. So, yeah, that is a beautiful guitar. I'm going to plug that in a bit because when we met in Germany, not only did we only have a very short period of time.
That's true.
I didn't get to play any of the guitars.
Also true.
That's going to change today.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. And happy to have you, man. Seriously, good to see you again.
It's really good to be here. I'm really happy. It's really nice to be welcomed to every booth. So, but
Yes.
some more than others.
Well, this one more than all others.
So where on my thing do I put this?
What's that?
Where do I, on my cart, where do I put that when I leave?
I tell you what, we will talk.
Right, there's one more that I wanted to talk about, and that's this one.
Yes,
Am I seeing an ebony fretboard on that?
you are. So this is an ebony fingerboard. It's got obviously the white binding and the block mother of pearl inlays. This has our rustic black finish on it, so it's like an open pore finish, semi-hollow, but you may notice that it looks a little shallow in the actual cavity.
My finger didn't go missing though. I'm like, hang on a minute.
So if you flip the back, what you'll see is there's still a belly cut. So most of the time when you get a semi-hollow, or a full hollow, it's flat back, flat top, or flat back, carved top to get the depth. But this still has the comfort, but still has a significant amount of chambering to make it semi-hollow so that you kind of get a little bit of the best of both worlds.
And how deep does that go? Like a center block? And then...
Yeah, basically to the center block. So from up here all the way down like this, basically from the controls here to the center block.
That's a very subtle sort of sandblasted effect.
Yeah.
Where it's very black, like none more black, but then there's a very deep, it looks almost brown inside.
And that's the idea, is like we want it to look as natural as possible. If you overfill it, it looks too flat. If you underfill it, it starts to look like you didn't do anything to it. So this is a good balance. Roasted maple neck. This one is an ash body, ash top, string through.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe a G sharp.
No, it's an A flat.
That was good. I like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was good. Yeah, but they're really great guitars. And of course, Toil taps, Toil splits, and our pickups, our evergreen pickups.
You know, when you make something and people say, "Oh, I wish they'd done that," I'm going to do that to you right now.
Do it.
Yeah, sure.
Let's hear it.
I wish that had block inlays, the red one.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that it doesn't. It's like, for me, it's playing hard to get. Like, it's not quite perfect.
Sure.
I'm like, that would be too, if it was perfect, that'd be too much.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because if something's perfect, then it's like the journey's kind of over. I think the thing is, it's easier to love something more when you work through the imperfections and then you're like, oh, I've earned this. I've put the time in.
Every time I would pick that up, it would say, "I'm sorry, Andy." And I say, "That's okay."
That's okay, baby.
I'm
We're
not
good.
perfect either.
That's right. Our imperfections are what bring us together.
Absolutely, man. All right, well, I'm going to take a handful of these, plug them in, and see what they sound like.
Yes.
There are more videos in this NAMM playlist. Did you know that?
I've heard.
What you've heard correctly, sir. So you can go watch those if you like. They'll be at the end of this video of me playing the same old crappy riffs that I always play. Plus some ones with 7th Street.
That's right.
See ya.